we have a different kind of opener.
We do.
I am very excited about. We're gonna react to the Batman trailer, the latest up to this point. There's been 2. The first one came out a long time ago.
Yeah,
long time ago.
So long ago, I don't remember it.
Really, it was the cool one with like the TikTok. Like it was like, oh no, it followed the tempo
like
of duct tape. You remember? It opened with
TikTok.
You remember that one?
Yeah.
No.
And like the Warner Brothers logo went like.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Where the Riddler was
Okay,
open.
Grandpa Joe, I heard
right.
that crack.
What are you talking about?
You were like,
My joints.
Oh, your joints were ticking as well.
good Grandpa Joe.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and react to this trailer, and then we'll get into some details about the Batman and the anticipation.
Yes.
Here goes nothing. Oh, the Batman.
Ooh,
The Batman.
that is cool looking.
Police! Hands up! Stay still! Get out of here!
What's in the cup?
What's in the box? Oh wait, wrong movie.
They're just nothing. It looks like a.
No, it's we can talk about it after.
When that light hits the sky,
Sick.
it's not just a call. It's a warning. I've been trying to reach you. Where'd it go?
What did he say? I don't know what he said.
Out again.
I think he said, "Where's the girl?" I think.
I can take care of myself.
If this continues, it won't be long before you've nothing left. I don't care what happens to me.
It's only gonna get worse for you.
Oh, take it easy, sweetheart.
Take it easy.
Ain't you?
Maybe we're not so different. Who are you under there?
I'm vengeance.
Oh.
It's black and blue and dead all over. Dear God.
I got you! I got you!
Oh, heck yeah.
The suspension.
Interesting choice. March 4th. Okay. Very exciting. Wow.
What do you?
Well,
I want
right
to
off
hear
the bat,
your thoughts.
Before we talk about thoughts and all that, it's going to be year 2 is what you said?
I'm pretty sure from what I've heard, it's going to be early on, year 2 around.
I thought year 2 or 3. Wikipedia is not reliable, but it's close.
Pretty early.
Yes. Yeah. In his Batman career.
Yeah. You guys talk before I say my thoughts.
All right. I think this has potential to be the best Batman that's ever been made. I think it has potential to outshine Christopher Nolan's for the reason of it has the aesthetic of the Arkham game world.
It really does.
It really does.
Yeah.
And I think it's wonderful. I think Robert is one of the people that I think could play Batman very well.
Nope.
Now,
Right there.
Look, okay.
That's where I'm going to have to question
I'm
this.
going to say this. The aesthetic is perfect. It fits the vibe. It's a little more grungy, and this is saying a lot. A little more grungy than Batman Begins, which is what Gotham should feel like.
Yeah.
It's a lot of rain, a lot of bad weather. A lot of and my gosh, the cinematography, which I will talk about in a minute. The lighting choices in the cinematography is gorgeous, which is going to be perfect for what this whole podcast is about.
It looks interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want to judge it, yay or nay. Robert Pattinson will probably not be the best Batman ever because I do not believe in Robert Pattinson. I do not believe in fairies.
You haven't seen enough of Pattinson's work.
I've seen
What about his
Pattinson.
work in Tenet? It was
Have we talked
great.
about this on the podcast before?
Probably, but
You can't get
Pattinson-
past Edward. That's your problem.
No,
you cannot see past Edward.
I'm past Edward.
This man is an amazing actor.
He
Did you
is.
see the way they not Batman, just Bruce Wayne, how he played Bruce Wayne. He's got like this weird bowl cut looking hair.
We didn't see enough. And here's my thoughts on this movie, this trailer rather.
Go ahead.
It
wrong.
feels like a fever dream.
Ooh.
To me, it feels like a fever dream, not a good fever dream.
Oh, you don't like it?
It feels like a lot of stuff is happening. I don't know what anybody is saying. I can't understand what anyone is saying in this trailer. I can't wrap my mind around what they're trying to do with the story. But of course, it's a trailer, so that's okay. And there are some hints that I'm getting from this movie that give me the impression of other movies I've seen where it's an adaptation on something else, and they take it to certain lengths. Like for example, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. They went into all this detail and backstory with his parents and why his powers worked and the effects they had on the Green Goblin, Hobgoblin kind of thing, and it just made it weird. So I'm going to counter what you said, and I'm going to say this has the potential to be one of the worst Batman movies ever made.
Interesting.
The cast is good. I really like this pick.
Paul is the Riddler. He plays some crazy character.
I'm
Yeah.
interested. These are good picks too.
Yeah,
These are
Jeffrey
good
is
picks.
James Gordon. Andy
These are good
as
picks.
Alfred.
I think she could do a good.
Zoe Kravitz is she's
do
a
a
great
good-
actress.
What are we saying? Catwoman.
Catwoman, Selena
All right,
Kyle.
but we need to acknowledge this. This guy
But look at that
Colin.
goofy face.
Colin Farrell.
I
Look at
didn't
that
know
goofy
that Penguin was going to be in this film.
Mhm.
I thought it was just the Riddler. I know he's going to be the main villain, but Penguin's in here. They are setting up. If I'm going to say what are the perfect if you're going to start a Batman franchise, and I was to say who is the perfect villain to set it up as, I wouldn't say Ra's al Ghul. Even though it's Batman's backstory,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
We've
say
seen Ra's
I
al
wouldn't
so
say the
much,
Joker.
though.
I wouldn't say most. If I was gonna say who would be the best villain to start a new Batman franchise, it would be one of these two.
I mean, we've not,
and they have them
seen-
both.
We haven't seen the Riddler or Penguin really much.
Not
on screen.
outside of the show Gotham.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen an on-screen live action portrayal of the Riddler since Jim Carrey,
That's
which is
true.
insane.
And it was wacky.
It was wacky. It was
Wacky Wonderful. Midnight Special.
But I mean, I'm looking forward to the movie. I really am, and I want to see it. I have doubts.
I mean, I'll HBO Max it.
yeah. Yeah,
I'm watching this in theaters, ladies and gentlemen, for sure, because this feels like to really grasp it, you're gonna need to watch it in theaters.
Also, Batman feels like it's progressively getting darker.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
That's kind of what
Yeah.
Batman was, though.
Yeah.
Batman is always dark.
Once Tim Burton made his movie, he made it a really dark
Yeah, that's true.
universe.
Craig.
Hold on. I really love the aesthetic of the Batman. What?
I was waiting for Josh to argue with me. It's okay.
Yeah. I really love the aesthetic of this. I love the texture. I love the eye makeup. I love the criminals in skull makeup. I think in the makeup's running down. It's the same thing why we loved The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
It was that Batman grungy city texture. And this is taking it to the next level. It's making it feel like the video game, which I always said. You remember when we would sit with Seth on his couch and he would play games.
Is this the director?
It is.
Matt Reeves.
We would sit with Seth on the couch and play games, and I would be like, man, if they made a Batman movie that felt like Arkham City or Arkham whatever.
I played Arkham Knight,
Yeah.
where you get to go through Arkham City and Gotham
And I was like-
another, and just it
Yeah.
has that aesthetic.
That's what I'm saying.
It
If
does
I
have
said,
that aesthetic.
from a long time ago, I said, if there was a movie that looked like this, it would be the perfect
Yeah.
Batman, and we're getting it.
We might, and we'll see how it turns out. I don't know. I don't want to make any promises, yay or nay or that. But if this is the director,
Matt Reeves.
I can't respect a dude that grows a beard like that. So I don't respect
you.
this movie.
You can't grow a beard at all.
Look, that might be an old picture.
Look at he's rocking a bow tie.
If you look up him on like IMDb or someplace, it's not this look. He has shorter hair, no facial hair. He looks completely different without that.
No facial hair. Then I don't respect a man with no facial
All right,
hair.
look, Matt Reeves.
I'm kidding.
We got to acknowledge
Keanu Reeves?
he's done work that you love that you don't even know.
Yeah.
He did
I do know,
Dawn
actually.
and War of the
Yeah,
Planet
yeah.
of the Apes.
Yeah.
And then this guy is a wild card. This is the producer, by the way, Dalen Clark.
I'm sorry.
This is the cinematographer. Mm-hmm. I bring him up.
Yeah, because of the shots.
No, not just that. Of course, if I really love the look of something, I'm like, who's the freaking DP? You know,
Who's the DP?
Greg.
Greg? Craig?
Greg Fraser.
Fraser?
He has done incredible stuff,
Yeah.
including but not limited to
Finding Nemo.
Dune.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
He was the DP of Dune,
Wait.
No way, I
how
didn't
is
know
he-
that.
and
How is he doing Dune
he's
and
gonna be the
this?
DP of Dune Part 2.
Okay.
How is he? How does
that
he
make
do
you feel
Dune
better
and
about
Makes me
Batman?
feel happy, yeah.
But this guy also did Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, a whole bunch of other stuff. This is recent stuff.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
I'm telling
how
you.
the DP is if they edit the movie weird though.
We did Cloverfield.
They're not gonna edit the movie weird. You didn't? Did you pay attention to the trailer? Both
It was
trailers.
a fever dream, is why it explained.
I'm telling you, it is a perfect trailer. I'm telling you,
No, it is not.
it's a perfect trailer.
How so?
No, it's not.
Maybe on a like a filming level.
It feels
No.
like we have entered
we
a
didn't-
masked, chaotic, crime-ridden city. It feels like we entered the chaos of Gotham with that trailer.
The perfect trailer would have been like it would have showed us the first scene. He's in the coffee shop or wherever he is. Slam on the table. We see the cup, and then we hear the narrator. In a world of
It felt like to me there was no
would've been
aside
the
from
perfect.
aside from that small moment where they arrest the Riddler. It didn't feel like there were any moments I could grab onto. It felt like boom, 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 boom.
which is what I agree. That's what Hollywood
movie's
is doing
not
now.
gonna feel like
They
boom.
put it on a big screen, so they probably want you to watch this in a theater. Maybe watching Dune. You're about to watch Dune,
and you see that
No.
you
trailer.
see this trailer. So we see it on a big screen. It's like boom, boom, big. People are ruining. Okay, this is a gripe. I'm about to go off because of this trailer. People are ruining cinema because Hollywood is trying to make the next bigger and better thing. They're making movies to go see them in theaters to see it on a huge screen, to be big and noisy.
They're not ruining to go see a movie in a theater.
That's the purest form.
That's
of
the
watching
purest
a
form of
movie.
watching a film.
No.
Still,
No, yes, to go see in a theater is the purest way of watching it. But Hollywood is making it so it'll look bigger on screen and louder on screen and fast paced.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I can agree.
and
with that.
they're not.
And-
They're losing some of the storytelling.
It's a trailer, and we also have
The
movies.
story behind it because they're trying to make it bigger and better than the last thing.
I would argue because we're going to talk about this later. I would argue that Dune did an extremely good job not doing that and still being catered extremely well for the big screen.
Yes.
because they didn't sacrifice a lot of the story.
We're also talking about
Yeah, I would.
Batman.
I would.
yeah.
if you're
Batman,
gonna mix,
I'm sorry.
If you're
I'm
gonna
sorry.
look, if you're
You
gonna mix,
brought Dune into this world.
look, I'm saying if you're gonna mix a superhero film with Gotham, which is its own entity,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how it's any more perfect than what we just saw.
Gotham looked good. Batman looked good.
No.
Catwoman looked good. You come on. The
Sheesh,
Batman
looked good.
suit looked awesome.
The suit, but
James Gordon looked
no. Did you
good.
hear about this?
Oh my gosh.
They gave Pattinson time to work out and become strong. He refused. Did
Okay.
you know that?
Are you
So?
saying truth? Because people in the comments will run at you if you're not saying truth.
This is maybe it's a rumor all over the internet, but it has something that's going around. Robert Pattinson wouldn't work out for this film. He said, "I am at my truest, physique. I am going to go into this character in this physique."
Okay, yeah.
So
Nothing wrong with that. He didn't. You don't have to buff up for a superhero movie.
I think
yeah, that's Marvel.
That's Marvel. Yeah,
Well,
you don't
gotta
have to buff
cater
up.
yourself. Become a
look-
ninja. What does a ninja look like?
Did you see what
Probably
he looked
Robert
like in that
Pattinson.
suit? He looked like a ninja.
All we saw was the suit, which that's going to have padding on it. So that's
course.
you're not going to see the true.
Pattinson's a fit
and then
guy.
and then like a suit.
He's a
with
fit.
like a bowl cut.
He's a fit guy. He's not like super skinny. Or
I'll tell you Joshua's problem. He's still on that Edward Jacob, thing.
Yeah.
He's like, Team Jacob all the way, man.
yeah.
I can't ever be on Team
I
Edward.
don't disagree with you on that. But
Yeah, like I was saying, all the things look good. I just didn't like the way they were presented to me.
Okay,
presented.
that's fair. You would like more story, not as much chaos.
It's a personal thing. It's just something in here and in here. Your thing is different.
And
you
in-
saw something else.
What are we doing
And
here? Some say love.
Yeah. You saw something else and it appealed to you.
It did.
But it didn't. It didn't.
Look, what always is going to appeal to me first is the aesthetic / filming / lighting.
and I didn't have any problem with that.
No, I didn't either.
I just had a
Texture
problem with
of
the way
every
the
problem
trailer
I
was
have
cut.
is with Pattinson. So whatever you're saying, I agree with.
I don't think
disagree with Pattinson.
all of your points are invalid because you're focusing on Pattinson, who is an amazing, amazing actor.
I disagree.
And to do a little tease,
Man. I feel like you're disagreeing now just to disagree.
No, I truly, maybe this will change it for me. Of the things I've seen, and I've seen quite a bit. I know you said I need to see more, but I disagree.
What else have you seen?
I've seen Tenet. I've seen the Devil movie with Tom Holland.
He was amazing in that.
Twilight.
Yeah,
I've seen
he was
Harry
he
Potter.
was a rotten
I've
person.
seen.
He was amazing in Harry Potter.
he was. He fit right into Hogwarts. Just whoop. You saw Twilight.
Yeah, he was good when he had his one scene of going to throw it into the goblet, and then he was like, Harry, psst. Under the water.
Tell me, what do you need from an actor's performance to say that they're a good actor?
They need to be in Ready
Have you
Player
ever
2.
seen?
Hold on, we'll get there. No, I'm legitimately
Have
want to
you
know
ever
your
seen-
criteria.
Have you ever seen
Say it.
the second Amazing Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire?
Yes.
You know that scene where he's
Hasn't.
running on the rooftops and
What
you
do
know
you
the scrunching of the face? He's running.
Yeah.
He's about to jump from building to building. He's like, I do believe I'm Spider-Man. That's what I want. That's what I want.
So you like hammy acting?
No, he scrunched his face just enough, and he was running just enough.
I don't think I've seen.
hit the
I don't think
spot.
I've seen a movie with Robert Pattinson where it felt like he didn't, like it felt like he delivered his lines bad. Where it felt like he wasn't acting. He always feels like he is that person.
Yeah.
I want to be proven wrong.
Whereas I, for example, I feel like an
just
actor
don't
like
know.
Jared Leto feels like he's himself.
Oh, Jared Leto. Pattinson, Jared Leto. Jared Leto is
every
up
time
there.
I see
that's not
every
true.
time I see
How many Jared Leto movies have you seen?
every time
I saw
see
a couple,
Leto,
and I'm never impressed with Leto, except
real?
for his Joker. But at the same time, he felt like a
you like
butthole.
Leto.
every time I see Leto on screen,
Yeah.
his acting is great,
Mm-hmm.
but I always feel like I'm just watching Jared Leto as a person.
Yeah, because
on screen.
his whole thing is himself.
Yeah.
Well, because he only plays like crazy characters.
He's just playing himself. It's like watching John Travolta play himself, or watching
What are you
Samuel
talking
L.
about?
Jackson. Anytime
that was definitely not John Travolta that was on Pulp Fiction snorting the.
Yeah, it's just John Travolta. Anytime you see Samuel Jackson, he's the same person. He's Samuel
Yes.
Jackson. That's how I see Jared Leto.
But you don't see Pattinson like
No,
that. You see him
not
as
at
a-
all.
always
It's so
playing a
dynamic.
different, dynamic
I
character.
want to be proven wrong. Prove me wrong, Batman. That's all I'm saying. Prove me wrong.
All right.
The
Well,
door is wide open for him to prove me wrong.
Okay.
to transition,
That's a good thing to look forward to.
Yeah, Batman, Warner Brothers, you've let us down because Joshua has lived in this state of Robert Pattinson is a bad actor for far too long. when
Since
it could
Twilight.
have been, well, it could have been done so much earlier. For example, just a little bit of news on this film.
Yeah.
The frustrating
Because of
news.
COVID.
Now, this happened to a lot of things. The first trailer came out. Everyone's excited. And then all the doors of the nation close
Yep.
in respect to
For
health
COVID.
and wellness.
COVID, yeah.
Actually, it was mandated.
It was, the government did come in and it was like,
to health and wellness, it was mandated.
I don't know. Tom Cruise, he did that
Alright,
thing
look.
where he was yelling at the employee.
yeah.
They were still filming some.
They were
that was
still,
later, though.
well, the thing is, I'm pretty sure production was done. They just had to do pickups when the first teaser trailer came out. The original release date was back in June.
Woo!
And then they pushed it to 30 days ago. Well, 20-something days ago, right
Yeah.
as of today.
And we didn't get it.
And we didn't get it.
Didn't get it.
And obviously, they didn't really...
So what you're saying is we would have been watching Dune on the couch the other night. I mean, we would have been watching Batman instead of Dune.
No, I'd have been watching Dune.
I'd have been watching Dune.
I'd have chose Dune over this.
No, because Dune wouldn't. They would have pushed it till December.
Right.
They pushed Dune almost as much as they pushed this movie.
Well, Dune still made it out first.
I'm surprised they got Dune out in October.
All right. Well, just for clarification, according to the trailer, this will be out March 4th of 2022. So we still have to wait. What is that? 6
See,
months?
it just looks like he's disappointed
5
with
months.
me.
He looks like Batman.
He looks
5
like he's
months.
disappointed with me.
No, little more,
sorry, I
little
didn't
less
do my
than.
homework.
Tell me
for
another
months.
time where where
Timmy's sorry,
Batman
he
didn't
didn't
look
do
like
his
this.
homework.
Batman always looks like this.
All right, we need to close
Yeah, but
this.
that's
yeah,
he's just like a carbon copy of
Look, Joshua.
of Nolan.
Who's a carbon copy of Keaton?
Okay,
Who's a carbon copy of
No one.
God?
look at the aesthetic. He's all dirty,
It looks good.
It looks
Let's
so
move
good.
on.
All
Let's
right.
move on.
guys. Look, as I said before, the aesthetic is beautiful. I equate that to Mr.
Fantastic.
Fraser.
Mr. Fraser.
I don't disagree with you. It's
That transitions beautifully to what you clicked on the video for.
Yes.
We watched something that's been mightily anticipated.